Deshaun, yes, that's me. Hey y'all, I am Deshaun, and today's weather is gonna be scattered thunderstorms. Right now it is 55 degrees, but it's gonna be 72 for the high. So let me know what type of weather you are having. Yeah, so I'm on my way to go get my second dose, and I'm scared because y'all remember what happened last time when I went to go get the first dose. So I am very afraid. I think I'm better prepared now, you know, just in case a situation happens again. I think I am better prepared. Um, these last couple of days, my feet have been numb and my left hand has been numb, but I don't think it has anything to do with the shot. I think it's because it's getting close to the time for me to go get another infusion. So I'm hoping that's the reason my body's been feeling the way it is and not because of the shot. So maybe when I get the second dose, maybe I'll feel better. I don't know. But yeah, I think because it is almost time for me to get another infusion, that is why my body feels the way that it feels. But normally when it's about time to get an infusion, I don't feel this numbness. But it could be because I'm older, or it could be because I've gotten a shot. I really don't know. So keep flying, Mommy. Okay. So you guys, I just got back from getting part 2. So yeah, let me tell you how it went, how it all went down. So I got a phone call, ring, 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 and the driver was like, he was like, "Hi, how you doing?" His voice was deep, y'all, and smooth. He was like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm your driver. I'm just letting you know that I'm outside." I said, "Okay, here I come." So I go outside, and it was this man, y'all. Okay, have y'all seen that movie with Monique called Fat Girls? Y'all know that Mandingo, the one that had the crush on her. He looked exactly like him, y'all, except he had a face mask. So picture him with a face mask on. And then, oh, he had glasses. And y'all know, y'all know I love a man with glasses. So, I get in the ride and, we talking. Y'all know I'm a talker. And he was on the phone. He had a phone call. But he was talking to me and the person he was on the phone with. Yeah. So, we just get to know each other. So we get to the place, and it was a line. See, the first time I came, it wasn't a line like that, y'all. It was, let me tell you, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And he was like, was it like this last time you came? I said, no, not at all. And he was like, which line am I supposed to get in? I was like, well, you have to follow the signs or whatever, because they had signs out there, but I know I can't see, so I couldn't tell him which one to follow because I couldn't see. So I was like, just follow the one that says it's for the, for the shot or whatever. He was like, okay. So then it was some workers out there that had the uniform on. I was like, you can ask them. So he pulled up and he asked one of them, and he was like, I need to drop her off. He was like, I'm here to drop her off. And the dude, he told her, he said, big fella, he said, you can't drop her off right here, because, it was in the middle of the street. He was like, you can't drop her off right here. He said, just follow the line. So the driver was like, okay. So we in the line, y'all. And he was like, he couldn't believe how many people it was. I was shocked too, y'all, because it was a lot of people out there. And I was like, oh, I hope we don't be in this line for a long time or whatever. And he was like, he had somebody else to pick up. And I was like, okay, what time you got to pick them up? And he's like, I'm supposed to pick them up in 15 minutes. Baby, 15 minutes. This line, this is a long line. I don't know about 15 minutes. So he started panicking. He was like, oh man, I'm supposed to pick them up in 15 minutes. So 15 minutes go by and we were still in line and the line wasn't moving. So my driver, he was like, man, forget this. So he went and jumped in the next line. For what? I don't know. So he jumped in the next line, and then a whole bunch of cars jumped in that line too. So that line got long, and we had to sit and wait. So I was like, maybe you should just stay in this line and see where it takes you. So it brought us a little far to another person, and I said, you can ask them or whatever if you're in the correct line, cause like the line that was way on the right side, it was going faster than the line that we was on, but he couldn't cross over it because it was a gate and cones and everything else blocking it out, so he couldn't cross over there. So he asked them, he said, where do I need to go to drop her off? And they was like, drop her off? And he said, yeah. And they was like, just stay in the line. And, you know, he got mad. He was like, I can't stand this line with woo. So then we go up a little more. Then there was another person with the uniform on. He rolled the window down. And they said, they was like, well, they asked him, was he getting part 1 or part 2? He said, I'm not getting nothing. He said, she the one that's getting it. He said, I need to drop her out. So they was like, okay, well, just keep going forward and you can drop her off up there. So I'm starting to freak out because he was getting impatient, and I was like, I don't want this man to get mad and drop me off in the middle of the street like the other driver did. So, you know, I'm trying to keep him calm. I'm talking to him, having a conversation with him. So finally we get up there to the front, and it was a dude. He asked me, he said, which part are you getting? You getting number 1 or 2? I said, I'm getting 2. Number 2. And he said, okay. So he checked the ID and everything, and the driver was like, can I drop her off right here? And then they told him, no, this is the middle of the street. You can't drop her off in the middle of the street. Duh. So he was like, well, where do I drop her off at? And they was like, okay, we're gonna tell you just keep going straight, and they said it's gonna be an area where you can drop her off at. He said, okay. So we kept going straight, and then when we got to that place where the area they were saying that he could drop me off at, he was like, okay, I can drop you off right here. I was like, okay. So I was getting ready to get out, and one of the workers came up, and they told him, they said, don't leave, take her back with you. And he said, no. He said, I can't take her back. He said, I gotta pick up somebody else. And they was like, well, you just can't drop her off and just leave her here. And he was like, I have to, because I have somebody else to pick up. And they was like, okay, fine. So they told me to get out or whatever. Like, they was like, just leave him alone, just get out. So I got out and I went over to the side, and the lady, she was like, you okay? I was like, I'm okay. And she was like, you finna get part 2. I said, okay. And so this dude, he came and he was like, hey, how you doing? And he was like, you okay? I was like, yes, I'm okay. Then the girl, the woman, she was like, yeah, she asked me the same thing. She was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Okay, see, this is the thing. Y'all know that my body shakes because of my MS. They thought I was shaking because I was scared. So I was like, yes, I'm okay. So they was like, we finna do it, okay? I was like, okay. So, you know, they got my arm ready and everything. So the guy, he was like, look at her. He was telling me, look at the girl. And I was like, okay. But I looked back at him because I wanted to make sure he had the right needle or whatever, because I want to be sure. So I said, you know which one I'm getting? He said, yeah, I know. I said, let me show you just in case. So I showed him my ID, whatever. He was like, yeah, I know. I was like, okay, just making sure, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get the wrong thing and then something happen, whatever. He was like, yeah. He said, I got you. He said, just look at her. So I'm looking at the girl, whatever. He sticked me. So he was like, see, it wasn't even bad, was it? I said, nah, it wasn't bad. So he put a Band-Aid on there and everything. And he was like, where's your ride? And then the girl told him, she was like, her driver dropped her off and left. And he was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And then he was like, well, what? She can't stay out here because we're finna close. And the girl was like, yeah, I know. So she was like, we're gonna get one of these other drivers out here to get her. So I'm starting to freak out because they finna close, meaning they finna shut everything down, pick up stuff, put it away. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't want to get stranded again. Y'all know what happened last time. And I was just like, I was freaking out inside. I was like, what? Why y'all shutting down? And they was like, it's a thunderstorm finna come. It's a real thunderstorm, real bad thunderstorm finna come. So we gotta shut everything down. I was like, okay. So I'm glad it wasn't hot because it was cloudy. And y'all know if it would have been hot and heated like last time, y'all know that my vision would have, you know, my vision when it's hot and the heat and stuff, y'all know my vision, it goes, and I wouldn't have been able to see. So I'm glad it was a cloudy day. So, you know, they put some cones up and they stopped the traffic of the people, and they put me in another vehicle. They put me in a vehicle, and they told their driver, they was like, look, her ride dropped her off. It was a driver and he left her here. They was like, take her to the building and tell them what happened about her driver. And they was like, okay. So I get on the bus, and it was this guy or whatever, and he was like, hey, how you doing? And we speaking, and there was another guy that was already sitting there. So I spoke to him and everything. So I spoke to everybody, spoke to me, and then the two of them started speaking in their language. But hold up, here's the thing. I speak their language. I understand what they were saying. So I let them know that I understand what y'all are saying. And, they started laughing. And then the three of us, we just started, just conversing with each other and talking and everything. And they was like, wow, why your driver just dropped you out there? I was like, oh, man, I don't even know. And the driver, the driver of the bus, he was like, don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. And he asked me where I stayed. And I let him know where I stayed. And he was like, okay. He said, we'll find somebody to take you home. So the guy that was on there, when we were sitting on the bus for a while, you had to sit there for a minute. And then the driver asked us, how did we feel? We said, we feel okay. He said, okay. So he started the bus up, and we drove to the station. So when we got to the station, he was like, I'm not finna just drop you off here and you don't have a ride. He said, you need to call another driver. And I was like, I did. I was like, they said they on the way or whatever. He said, well, you need to make sure they on their way, because I told him about what happened last time. He said, because I don't want you to get stuck here. So he was like, hold on. So he dropped the other guy off, and I said bye to the guy and everything. And I asked him, I said, what you about to get into? And he said, he got some barbecue at home. He said he had made some barbecue, whatever. He had some barbecue at the house, whatever. I said, oh, that sounds good. Well, it did sound good. Yeah, I'm hungry. And then that's what he told me. He said he real hungry. I said, me too. So, he left. So the bus driver, I asked him, I said, what are you finna do since they finna shut down? he was like, I'm gonna help them shut everything down. And he said, I'm gonna go home before the storm come. He said, but I don't want you to be still here and the storm is here. He said, so I need to make sure that you get another driver. So there was some workers out there, and he told them, he said, hey, she needs a driver or whatever. And they was like, okay, we got it. So the dude, I thanked him and everything, and he was like, it was nice to meet you, and he gave me his information. I made a new friend, yay me. Y'all know my therapist said I'll probably make new friends, so I did. So when I got out for his bus and everything, it was some workers out there. So one of the workers, he told me, he said, where do you want to sit? I was like, it don't matter. And he was like, he said, don't go sit in the building. He said, because if you go in the building, nobody's going to know you're here. He was like, stay outside so that we could see you. I said, okay. And he was like, but don't sit on that side. He said, because it's a crazy lady over there talking to herself. I said, okay. So he walked away. And then this other dude walked up. Let me tell y'all. Okay, y'all remember old dude from last time, the one who asked me, did I need a ride home? And I told him no because I was scared that he was going to kidnap me. He walked up and he was like, hey, boo, I remember you from last time. I was like, hey. And he was like, you got a ride? And I was like, I'm waiting on my ride. He said, but where they at? I was like, I'm waiting on them. And he was like, well, I'm going to stay here with you, boo, because I don't want you waiting a long time for your ride. And I said, okay. So he said, no, matter of fact, he said, where do you live? In the back of my mind, I was like, don't tell him he gonna come kidnap you. But I was like, I don't stay near here. I was like, I gotta stay far. So I told him where I stayed and everything. He was like, yeah, okay. He said, well, if push comes to shove, he said, I'll take you home. I said, okay. He said, but I can get you a driver. I said, you can? I said, how you gonna do that? He said, because he is the manager of everything out there. He was the manager. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He said, that's why last time I asked you, did you need a ride? Because I could have gave you a ride home. He said, because I'm the manager. And he said, but let me call you a driver or whatever so they can come get you right now so you won't have to wait. I was like, what, for real? He was like, yeah. He said, hold on. So he made a phone call, whatever. He said, all right, they on that way. He said, come over here and let me hold you. Because, it was cloudy. It was storm coming. It was getting kind of chilly out there. He was like, let me hold you. He said, I'm going to hold you tight to make it look like you my boo. I said, okay. And he was like, yeah. He said, I'm going to keep you safe. He said, give me this cane. You don't need this cane. He said, just hold on to me. So, I was cuddled up with him. He was keeping me warm and everything. We started talking. He was telling me about his kids, and he asked me about my girls. And, we just making conversation while we waiting for the ride, whatever. So when the ride pulled up, he was like, okay, baby, here you go right here. He was like, hold on tight to me, and I'm going to put you on there. He was like, give me your stuff, because y'all know I have my bag with me. I always got my bag. So he was like, give me your stuff. And I was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. So I gave it to him. He was like, girl, what is in here? I was like, everything. He was like, I can tell. So he was like, okay, baby, be safe. And he was like, it was good to see you. And he was like, give me, he gave me his number, whatever. He's like, give me a call whenever you need something. I was like, okay, if I need a ride. He was like, no, anything, if you need anything. And he told me, he said, because our kids are about the same age, because he did have a child that was 6. So I was like, okay, here's the thing. I was trying not to look at him like that because he, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to complicate his life. He already got kids and stuff, and I got kids, and You know what I mean? And he a busy man working and everything. So I wasn't trying to look at him like that. But I was trying to read his tattoos because he had some tattoos on him. Yeah, and I was trying to read him and I was looking at him. He gave me a hug and everything. And he was like, bye, be safe. And he said, call me and let me know when you get home. I was like, okay. So my driver was a woman this time, and she, you know what I'm saying, she had her nails done. She had some cute nails. I was like, girl, your nails cute. She was like, I like your nails too. So, we talking it up and chit-chatting, while she taking me home. So, yeah, that's how it went, you guys. It went better this time, even though I was scared that I was going to get stranded again. But luckily, they took good care of me, and the dude, the one who said he was a manager, he took all my information down and he reported that driver from the last time. And I told him I already, reported it and turned it in and everything. He was like, he doing it again because he was like, I'm the manager and I don't like stuff like that happening in Wootaroo. And he was like, I'm gonna take care of you. So I was like, okay. He was like, cause you my baby, you my boo. I was like, okay. So yeah, that's how it went, you guys. But yeah, it's a storm finna come. So I'm finna put my phone on a charger just in case the electricity go out. Cause you never know with Texas, baby. The way, y'all, Texas, baby, the weather, you just don't know. You just don't know. One day it be sunny and hot. Like one day it was 80 something, then the next day it was 60, then the next day it was 40, and then we finna have a thunderstorm. What's really going on in Texas, really? But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all day going, how everything going for you guys. Thanks for watching.